Texas House Speaker Dade Phelan had a really bad day yesterday. This is Friday, December 6th, 2024.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State, the Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
We've made it to the end of the week. Thanks for spending part of your Friday with the Texas Minute. A lawmaker wants to require Texas counties to help deport illegal aliens or lose their access to state money. More on that coming up. Following a crushing defeat in last month's general election, Texas House Democrats are shifting even further to the left, electing one of their most liberal members to lead the caucus in the next legislative session. That would be Houston State Representative Gene Wu. In addition to a far-left record, he's faced scrutiny for his ties to the Chinese Communist Party. He's also been a vocal opponent of legislation banning hostile foreign entities, including China, from purchasing land in Texas. Democrats haven't won a statewide race in 30 years and saw their numbers in the Texas House shrink in the November election. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has announced his support for a measure to ban consumable THC. That's the psychoactive chemical compound found in cannabis. Patrick says his push is designed to fix what he describes as a loophole in a 2019 law that legalized the sale of hemp. According to Patrick, thousands of stores have popped up since 2023 selling what he calls, quote, hazardous THC products. Many of those, he says, sell products with 3 to 4 times the THC content found in marijuana purchased from a drug dealer. The measure will be carried by State Senator Charles Perry of Lubbock, who notably authored the original 2019 law legalizing hemp sales. Not everyone supports Patrick's effort, though. Texas Ag Commissioner Sid Miller took to social media to defend the current state of the law. A proposal has been put forward in the Texas House that would require counties to help the Trump administration deport criminal illegal aliens. Republican State Representative Nate Schatzline of Fort Worth has filed legislation that would require each county to enter into a written agreement with the federal government to enforce federal immigration law. Any county that fails to do so could be sued by the Texas Attorney General and have state grant funds withheld. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Why get your news from people who don't share your values? Get news stories from Texas Scorecard. We provide real news for real Texans. Go to TexasScorecard.com today.
Well, yesterday was another bad day for embattled House Speaker Dade Phelan. It began with one of his allies, Republican Trent Ashby of Lufkin, making a public endorsement of David Cook for House Speaker ahead of the GOP caucus meeting on Saturday. Things only got worse from there. Members of Phelan's increasingly small ring of support were seen gathering in his office, with the speaker himself leaving shortly afterward. Sources at the Capitol say Phelan has told his supporters that he won't seek re-election, but an expected announcement Thursday afternoon never materialized. Into the evening hours, several Phelan loyalists were reportedly trying to cobble together support for their own runs at the speakership. It's worth noting here that David Cook now has the support of 48 of the 88 House Republicans. But in order to secure the Republican caucus nomination, a speaker candidate must receive 3/5 of the vote. Cook, though, now appears significantly closer to victory than Phelan or any other potential candidate. The caucus vote will happen tomorrow, Saturday, at the Capitol behind closed doors and by secret ballot. The official vote will happen on the first day of the session, which is Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. You can find the details of all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Luca Cacciatore, Emily Medeiros, and Brandon Waltons. It was produced by Nick Shepard in the 1836 studios. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for listening to the first news of the day for the Lone Star State. This has been the Texas Minute with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.